Hello friend, welcome to another video about the Power BI. The video series we have started in the last week. I have created one video and this is the second video related to Power BI. And the main focus creating of this video is to learn the Power BI within a short period of time. Each video will be comprised approx 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. Sorry for that. So last video I have discussed about the basic overview of the Power BI. Let's talk about today some more thing about that. So today we will learn that about the desktop. This is the actually the report view. I have already discussed about the report view, table view and model view. So in the report view you have this area. This dotted area is a working area. All the visual you will create will be displayed in this the working area. Okay. Let's say you want to split this screen by drawing some lines or horizontal or vertical lines. Let's say you want to make it 4 different section. So how can you do that? You can create draw the one vertical line, one horizontal line from the center. Okay, for that you have to go to, let's say, insert and the shape. Sorry, from this shape you can take this line. This is actually horizontal line. You can make it like a thin and size, and when you move this line, on the center of the screen there will be red line. You observe that when you move to the center there is a red line, so you can place your line on the red line. This is actually the central position, horizontally center position of this screen. Okay, and just you can leave it. In this way you can split your screen in a two horizontal section. In the same way, if you want that to screen to split in the vertical, so the same way you can go and put any line here, but this time you have to rotate this line 90 degree to make it the vertical line. For that you have to just select it and go to the format setting, rotation, and you can put here 90 degree. Now the line is 90 degree vertically upward. You can set its orientation, length like this, and whenever you will move it to the center there will be red line. Okay, now if you observe, there is a center one line which shows at the center of the screen. So in this way you can split your screen in a 4 different quadrant. Okay, now the second thing is that I have written some topic here to tell you one by one the splash screen. This is what we have done. Okay, splash this screen, file menu. I have discussed this in the previous window. Now there is a two type of option in the file. If you go to file and option and setting and then option. Now in option we have a two basic different category, global and current file. The main difference between the global and current file is that if you do any changing from the global menu, then the changes will be applied to all the Power BI files. Okay, but if you make any changes from the current file, so changes will be applied only to the file you are working on, not the new file. So if you want any changes which you want to make it constant for all the Power BI file, you can make changes from here. Okay. So these are the options from the, you can change the screen color or anything else you want like that. Now this is a page number. You can just double click and make it page number, let's say topic 1. Any name you can put in the page number, and by this you can create the new page. Okay, but this time not creating the new page. I'll just delete it down. Okay. Okay, now what about the canvas? These are the page where you will be working. So if you want to change the background color, so you can come here from the wallpaper Okay, from the wallpaper you can change the color like this or like this. Whatever the color you like, you can change from here. Okay, so let's say assume I take this color. Even though you can input any image in the background, if you want any image you can browse from here image, and the image will be displayed in the background. Okay, now this is a transparency, you can adjust transparency. So I just make it this color. Later I will create the visuals on that front, so that it will be easy for you understand that these are the continuum of the our previous video. Okay. Okay, now let's talk about the some more option in the Power BI. Let's say you have a the screen resolution, the size, this is by default 16:5, so you can change accordingly if you want. Okay, let's say if I put this one, the size decrease. Okay, you see size decreased 4:3, letter size, custom, or default is this one. Okay. Sorry for that. You can put the page information, page type, page name. You can do the background change, filter pane. Okay, text style, you can change text icon, text color according to your requirement, or whatever you like. So now just talk about the take some input data and work on that. Okay, so in my last video I told you that you can import the data more than different hundreds database source. The most important and the common I will be using the Excel sheet. Okay, from the Excel sheet, let me just import my data. Let's say if I go there, I have one, let's say normalized data for this one. Whenever you will take the input, import the data, while Power BI will be importing, it will show you the window where this window, it will be shown navigation window. Here it will tell either you want to import data from the table or sheet. You remember I just import the one sheet from the Power BI. Now it's telling either you want to import the sales data as a table or as a sheet. Now what is the difference between these two? Even though if I open, I show you the actual file which I opened. This is the data which I opened. Okay, this is the data. So it has I think more than 15,000 rows. Okay, so it the Power BI is telling me either you want to import data as a sales data or denormalized data. What does it mean? See again, this is a normalized data, the table, the sheet name. Okay, the sheet name is normalized data, but if you see that this is actually a table, this is actually a table. The table name is actually the sales data. So I would recommend you to always whenever you want to import the data, first make it in a table and then import as a table, not the as a sheet, because your sheet may have the many garbage data, or may have the empty fields, which all will be included when you import the data as a sheet. But the table is only the valid data which you want to work on. Okay, after selecting the table, now there is a two option. Either you can load data directly or transform data. Now in the Power BI we have these two options. What does mean the transform data? Transform data means that if your data is not clean, it needs some correction, like that if there is some empty field you want to fill it, if there is some spelling mistake you want to change it, if there is a error, invalid data, you want to clean it. Means that if you want to work on the data by cleaning, then you don't need to load the data, but you have to first transform the data. The transformation data will take you the Power Query window where you can work on it. Might be you need some more column in your existing table. Let's say you have a table of table like say sales data and purchase data, and you want one column which is actually the, let's say, product of these two column. In your data, in your Excel sheet, you don't have that column, but you want to create. Then for that you can go to the transform data. I'm just giving example that if you want to work anything on your existing data in the Power BI, either cleaning or adding something else, then you can transform data but not directly load the data in Power BI. Okay, so in this way I just want to show you, and then go to transform the data. If I go to transform the data, the Power BI will be open in the Power Query editor window. Okay, here you can see. Okay, now here this is very important. I will discuss the more about this, the Power Query, from the next video, from the step applied here. So till here I think the video is going to be almost more than 10 minutes, so I'm just stopping here, and in the next video I will discuss about the Power Query editor. Okay, take care till next video. Take care and bye bye. Allah Hafiz.